Guys and gals, Mike Cricket 113. Happy Independence Day weekend. Happy 4th, everybody. Hope everybody has fun out there and doesn't explode their hands with firecrackers or maybe set the neighborhood on fire. Seeing that we're in a drought here in the pretty much all over the country for the most part, except for you guys up there in Vermont and New Hampshire and whatnot. Maine, you've been getting all the rain, it seems like. But anyway, be safe out there. As we know, somebody says, hey, if you're in the hobby of 11 meter, just getting into it, your location is, well, let's put it this way. That's paramount. If you're starting out, you're just getting a barefoot radio, 11 meter, 4-watt radio, AM or FM or 12-watt single sideband. The best thing you can do is open that radio up and try to boost up the modulation to 100%. Bring it to a technician or maybe a ham radio operator who knows what the hell they're doing, who has the equipment, or a friend of yours maybe got you in the hobby. Maybe they have the oscilloscope so they can test your modulation and make sure you're not flat topping, all that. But location. If you live out on a hill or on a mountainside, then, putting an antenna 10 feet off the ground is going to be just fine. You're going to get out. Even with those 4 watts and those 12 watts on sideband, swinging to maybe to 15 or 20, give or take, you'll be fine. But if you're down in the flat area, in the plains, you'll still get out pretty far. Location, even if your antenna is 30 feet off the ground or even 20 feet, you'll get out just fine with less obstructions. The further your signal will go with a vertical antenna, meaning like a IMAX 2000 or a Sirio or a Antron 99 or even a 102 whip. Maybe you're just putting it in the mobile. Out in the plain states, you'll do fine. If you're in a valley and you have lots of hills and mountains around you, you're not going to do very well. It doesn't matter if your antenna is 30 feet off the ground. You may just only be able to work like 10 or 15 miles, depending on terrain, depending on buildings that are around you. So don't be discouraged. When conditions are good and skip is rolling, you'll be able to get out because that antenna, no matter what height, 10 or 100 feet off the ground, is going to be 15 degrees to the horizon. It's going to hit the ionosphere and go around the world, go around the country, go around your state. You'll be able to work stations. So it's all about conditions and location, not so much about power. Now, the funny part about 11 meter is it's the wild, wild west, as we all know, and I'm sure you've heard that. There's stations getting power supplies that are rated for 30 amps or more, up to 200 amps. And they're getting linear amplifiers, at 100 watts up to 10,000 watts, anywhere in between. So that just goes to show that everybody out there is either running power or they're not. And not saying you can't make DX, CQDX. This is Cricket 113. We're trying. Not saying you can't make contacts on barefoot radios, but, and a lot of guys are running 10 meter radios because they want more power. That's an alternative there. It's not legal, but it is what it is. People do it. So the thing is with that, the more power, the more wattage on the radio, whether running a barefoot radio at a 2-watt dead key through a 100-watt linear amplifier just to get out, just to be heard, is because nobody gives you the time or day on an 11 meter radio. That's why we go to ham radio, where people respect each other, who listen out for calls, listen out for weak signals, who take turns. When there's a country over in Europe calling for the U.S. or North America or South America, people will call in all at the same time, but that operator who's calling DX will take the time to hear a station, whoever he or she hears first, or the loudest or the clearest, they will take that operator. And there's a nice system with that on the ham bands. But here on 11 meter, not so much. Not so much. It's Wild Wild West. Whoever's the loudest and the proudest. Wall to wall and 10 feet treetop tall. Wall to wall and treetop tall. That's pretty much how it is. So don't be discouraged. If you're just starting out, there's lots of videos out there on how to get started, how to pick a good radio, how to pick good coax, a good antenna, how to mount set antennas. There's a lot of great guys out there. I suggest checking out Mower Junkie's videos. Mower Junkie, everybody watches him. John, he's awesome, and he's experimented with antennas and radios and amplifiers and all the above, and made his own antennas. So check out Mower Junkie. Check out Eric at Farpoint Farms. He's got a lot of videos. I've been watching him for over the years, and Mower Junkie. I respect those guys, and they're knowledgeable. So anyway, if you're getting into the 11 meter hobby, be patient, be kind, and you'll get there someday. You'll do good, and just keep learning about the hobby, about solar conditions, about different antennas and propagation and the like. I hope everybody has a happy 4th of July. Be safe out there, have lots of food, and be careful driving on those roads. All those people that didn't go to the shore or the mountains are going to be out there on the road drunk. So be careful. Be careful. This is Mike Cricket 11373. Keep playing radio.